All right, I am back. And I thought, I've had my time off because I've needed it. In fact, I still could today, but this good weather wouldn't let me. So I thought, this can be my reason at the moment, my opener for coming on and saying hello to you all, is there is actually a cool breeze. Eddie and I walked and I wore my sweatshirt, which I took off about halfway through and tied it around my waist, but what a joy, what a joy. So, good enough reason. When I'm not thinking about coming on and speaking to you guys, I'm busy trying to figure out my life, what I'm doing. I just saw I swear, the bluest dragonfly. It was like a sapphire blue that just went across. And that's another thing. So, this time off is something I honor. You need to take that time for yourself. And I thought to myself, is what I'm doing for people really helpful for them? I get 2 or 3 of you that say things to me, and you know who you are. You're very special to me. But a lot of people, they'll listen to the first couple minutes and then they go away. They don't even like the video. So there again, why am I doing these videos? Because I feel like I have something to say, I have something to share. And today, wherever you are, I hope the weather is wonderful. And that was my reason, first of all, for coming on, before I could get the rest out. But to tell you, I know there's a lot of people that, for lack of better words, like to stand on their soapbox and give advice. But I want to tell you, for me, it's because, what am I learning? I am learning to, I just saw a spark in the distance. I'm learning to tell a different story. I'm learning to let go of the violations, things that happened to me in the past. Because you can move forward. And if you have not let go of those things that hurt you along the way, you are still, right? Guess what? Bringing that same hurt, wounded person to the present place. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to hear that, especially you. So, put yourself first. And start speaking a new story. Start spreading the word of the better, the more beautiful, the happier, the more joyful. And what do I keep saying? Joy is the way and love is the language. So when you let go of those things, those moments, and I'm not saying to ignore them. No, because guess what? They made you who you are. You couldn't be who you are unless you've been there. And very happy, 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 joyful, 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 all the time, perfect, perfect. What's interesting about that? If you come here and your life is so perfect all the time, okay, big deal. There's something to be said for having gone through something. Yeah, we all come in with a story. We're all wounded soldiers at some point. But the life we are living, and going through, the battles we're fighting, the situations we are conquering, overcoming, are making us better versions of who we are. So we have a reason to stand on the soapbox or to sit in the garden and speak and I'm allowing myself my second cup of coffee, and I'm talking so much it's getting cold. But anyway, to another thing I want to talk to y'all about. Right now, in my yard, and when I used to be a yard duty, oh my God, these, what do they call them? Picnic bees, meat bees, pesky flying things that bite and sting. You know, no sooner do you open up your fruit or your, if you happen to be eating ham or turkey or chicken, something like that. And they like everything. Oh, there's one right there. It just flew in front of the camera. Picnic bees, or they're a ground nesting wasp. And I've got a couple of little kitties who live here in the creek. This creek bed, by the way, I've talked to you guys about it before. It not only has the beautiful flora and fauna, but it is home to a lot of kitty cats, little wayward fur babies that have no place to go. And there are a couple that come in, and I've been feeding them now for the last, I want to say, year. The little black one, there's a black one and a gray one. And this tree over my head is where the black one lived from the time that I first discovered him 2 or 3 years ago as a kitten. And now he has a gray one, so a solid black and a solid gray come, and I feed them. But anyway, back to the bees. They come and they bother the cats when the cats are trying to eat. And when I allow myself my second cup of coffee after my walk, they come immediately. And how am I keeping them away today? I thought, Teresa, why are you stressing? Why are you putting yourself through this anxiety? I thought, you're right. I've got my bottles of peppermint and citronella, and they're just sitting here with me open. And boy, oh boy, you guys, they're avoiding me like I've got a bottle of peppermint and citronella. They're saying, can't go near that, so Teresa can enjoy her coffee and talk to you guys in peace. Now, my Eddie's out here somewhere. I do not want him to get bitten or stung. He could be sitting over in the doorway there of my little cottage. Boy, they're taking great pleasure in swooping over my head, but they're not bothering me and my coffee while I'm trying to give you guys my message. So I'm learning so much about taking time to be quiet and listen to what my guides are trying to share with me. They're trying to tell me something. And if I keep the noise going, like, what am I learning? If you keep your TV going, if you keep my TV's not on to watch. If I watch something, it'd be Seinfeld, because I adore Seinfeld. But my birds. Yes, I've got citronella and peppermint for you. Sure, come along. Anyway, I try to keep the TV off, the distractions, and focus on myself. Focus on the present, being in the present. Because when you do, you are rewarded with things. Look around you for beautiful things that remind you of how far you've come. If you are avoiding bad habits. Boy, this one is determined to get here to me, y'all. Anyway, I won't be long because this was just that quick message. And to say, sorry that I've been away so long, but not sorry because I'm taking time for myself. And I so kindly told my friend, wonderful, sweet, caring person who reached out for me. And she said she was missing me. And I thought, oh, I've missed you too. And that was so, I don't know about you guys, but when you get to be older, if you have, say, lost your significant other to whatever, for whatever reason, and your family has stepped away from you, your friends have fallen away, and you are basically by yourself. If that has happened to you, realize you have to honor your time, and you have to honor, those people who haven't forgotten you and who reach out. That's genuine friendship right there. I feel like you can have a lot of people around you when they think they're going to get something. Boy, and I've experienced that. When, they think, ooh, the getting's good. Here I am. And they've got their hand out. They're there for a good time, not a long time, as the saying goes. But this person reached out to me. I'll say your name, Patty, Miss Patty, my dear. She's I don't have to say, my biggest supporter, my biggest fan. She's here every time I make a video. And I appreciate you, Patty. I appreciate you more than you know. And I will tell everybody, anytime you want to reach out, you don't have to wait for me to make a video to reach out. But I really, really would appreciate you guys commenting and, give me some subjects you'd like to hear about. But as I told Patty, and I tell all of you, when I have something to say, I will reach out. You will see me. But, Spirit's always talking to me, and they are always talking to you too. But if I have something that I really, really have to share, you'll see me. Otherwise, I'm keeping to myself, and I am working on myself and giving thanks and value to me and my situation, and writing and painting and doing those things that stir my heart. And that's what I want you guys to do too. Spend your time doing what stirs your heart, what feeds your soul. And don't wait for anybody for anything. Because, like I say, what was it that came out when did it come out? In the late 70s? The early 80s, but call waiting. Some of you may remember, I know Patty, you'll remember. You'd be on the phone with somebody and you'd get a little blank out. And the person that you're talking to, you'd put them on hold so you could go to the person calling in to say, I'm on another call. I'll get right back to you. Click the receiver, whatever. I can't remember. And go back to the person. And I just think about my mother. My mother and my father-in-law at the time said, they'll call back. Don't answer it. So you either put up with the incessant clicking or you let it go and know they will call back. So those of you who care, I know will be here. Like my friend Miss Patty, you will be here for me when I come back to make a video. And you know what? If you want to move on, because there are a lot of other fabulous people that are sharing their wisdom with you. In fact, before I came on, I decided to listen to Ralph Smart today. It has been a long time since I listened to Ralph, and I've been listening to Ralph for years. But I thought today, his title got me. When you've got people so busy telling you how to live your life, what do you have to say? And he's right. The truth is, if you're listening to those other people, you are making that choice. That's up to you. That's your fault. And if you think about your life, you are a deliberate creator. You create the life you want to live. And if there's something going on in your life that you don't like, you can change it, no matter what the peanut gallery has to say. you know, and I, like I've said to you before, when you go out to get something to eat, what are you hungry for? When you go out looking for clothes, what do you want to buy? When you go out looking at cars, that salesman is there to guide you, not to tell you what car to buy, because as I've learned, they're there to sell you what they want to drive. What do you want to drive? As for me, I've got my 2 legs and my feet that are moving me forward. That's my choice, and that's what I have. So that's what I have for you guys today. And I'm enjoying sitting out here in my garden, and these pesky ground nesting wasps are avoiding me because I have my essential oils, my citronella and my peppermint. Ooh, another thing you can do with these oils, guys, like me, I have a lot of trees around me. And let me tell you something. There's a lot of spiders in my house, okay? In fact, last night, my daughter had one on her bed. That big one has been trying to come over here, man. Take some cotton balls, pardon me. Put a few drops of the essential oils on the cotton balls. Put them at your doorway, near your windowsills, you know, at the base of your bed. Just, you know, on the floor where you know spiders and creepy crawling bugs are going to come along and crawl across your beautiful face at night. These oils, we will keep them at bay. It will keep them away, trust me. And that thing is flying around and it's avoiding me. Oh, hallelujah. I'm so glad I used my brain. And there is a link on my page for the essential oils, the Young Living, that I owe allegiance to, that have been with me solid since 2017. I give them grace and love because they have been a godsend to my family and me since 2017. Since we were in a place of violation, and we're doing so much better. This oily company is one of no other. It's unparalleled, and I can't say enough good things about them. I would urge you to go on and check them out. They're gonna fly around my head now. Passive income, you guys. Passive income. Passive income. Ooh, yes, come on, have some, have some. Anyway, I love you all. I'm gonna let you go, but do check out the oils, okay? And you won't be sorry if you do. I'm telling you right now, it's keeping them away. That one right now was pushing it. It was flying around my head. It's trying to stick it to me. Yeah. Keep the peppermint right there and the citronella there by my coffee. Ooh, and another thing too, lemon oil. I've got fresh lemons even that I've been cutting up at night because I drink, let's see, a teaspoon of baking soda and half a lemon juice in about 4 ounces of water before I go to bed. And boy, oh boy, the next morning, you know what I mean. It's wonderful. But keep the cut lemon inside the drain of your sink, and that will keep the spiders away too. Nothing like getting up in the morning when it's dark and you've got a big spider in your sink that's saying hello to you. No thanks. Anyway, okay, you guys, be a way to love yourself. Give yourself that grace and don't apologize. But when you come back, say hello to those who did care because you were gone. I love you all, and leave me some suggestions in the comments and like the video if you care, And I will be back soon with another. Have a beautiful day and use your oils to keep the pests away. Bye.